What's up, guys? It's Niko here, and you'll notice there's no JB to be found, which is too bad because I know he would have loved to be here for this. But I'm actually trying something a little bit different. I want to do a TV episode recap for my favorite show, Doctor Who. Doctor Who just dropped this week. I watched the episode and I thought, I want to talk to somebody about this. Some of my friends can't always talk about it. They're not available. They haven't watched it. People got responsibilities. They got work. They got life. So I figured, why not make a video about it, send it out there, and maybe I'll get someone in the comments and we can have a discussion. So this is an episode recap for the season 9 of Doctor Who, the first episode called The Magician's Apprentice. Alright, so if you haven't watched it yet, full spoilers. So get out of this video. Don't close it. Just pause it. Because I still want you to watch. Go watch the episode, come back, then we can talk. So, the episode, I think, the seasons of Doctor Who, ever since Stephen Moffat took over, there have been ups and downs. Season 5 was great, Season 6 was okay, Season 7 to me was garbage, but I'm not going to get into that. And then Season 8 redeemed itself when Peter Capaldi came in. They started to go smaller. Alright, they didn't go with the world-changing stories all the time where everything depends on the world and oh my god, the Doctor is this mythical human being. No, they went smaller, a small group of people, there's a little crisis, how does he solve it? And I dug his new personality. Capaldi injected some fresh air with his kind of I don't care personality. He's a little bit abrasive, he's not there to save everyone, okay? He's just there to fix the problem and move on. So I was curious how they were going to integrate that into this season and where it was going to go. And man, was I blown away with this first episode. I'll admit, I've started to get a little nervous because there have been a couple of stinkers, more stinkers than I'm comfortable with in the last couple of seasons, the last couple of episodes of Doctor Who where I'm watching and I'm hoping it's great, but I haven't been feeling that same amazement that I used to feel back in early Matt Smith and David Tennant era. This episode hit that for me. I was back to where I was, 5-6 years ago, feeling those same feelings because the thing that they decided to focus on is it opens on a war. There's these little hand mine things coming out of the ground. They got eyeballs. I guess that they grab these soldiers who are fighting an unknown war and they pull them underground and there's a little child inexplicably stuck in this battlefield. That's what we open on. And he's running away from, I guess, the fighting. And he ends up in an entire field of these hand things. So he can't move. Once moved, they grab his ankle, they yank him down, and we'll never hear from him again. Enters Sonic Screwdriver, flies through the air, Doctor shows up to save the day. He's like, hey, don't worry about it. You have a chance to survive. I'm going to help you. Now, calm down, kid. What's your name? Here's where the shit goes down. Kid says, oh, my name's Davros. What? Okay, this was my face. This was the Doctor's face. I'm sure this was your face if you were watching. This was bananas. This episode deals with what do you do if the person you are about to save is your arch enemy? And even worse, if that arch enemy is still a child. Do you save him or do you let him die? Now, I'm not going to tell you everything that went down in the episode, but this idea alone is fantastic. It shows us a darker side of the Doctor that we haven't always gotten to see. Sure, he decides who lives and who dies. He helps some people. He doesn't help others. He's kind of judgmental. But this is the first time where we could say that if he doesn't help, he kind of becomes an accessory to murder almost. And is he willing to do that because of all the lives that'll maybe be saved down the line if Davros never existed or died as a child? It's like the Hitler idea. If you could go back in time, you met Hitler as a child. Maybe he's a really nice kid. Would you kill him because of what he's going to do down the line? Could you do that? Could you do that to yourself? Change yourself? I know he's going to be a bad person, but he's still a kid. And these are the feelings we're grappling with, and this was really dark for Doctor Who. I wasn't used to it, and you know what? If the entire season continues this way, I'll love it. I can't wait for part 2 of this. The episode, an interesting open. It was a 2-parter, so they didn't really solve it. They left it on a cliffhanger. Missy's there, the new master. Clara's there. Their back and forth was great. I love this episode. I'd give it, 10 out of 10. Honestly, because I was starting to drop my expectations. with the last couple of seasons, and always worried a little bit coming in. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be not good? And this has me really excited for what's to come. What did you guys think? Did you like this episode? Do you think it's too dark for Doctor Who because ultimately it was a children's show? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let's get a dialogue going. We'll talk about it. And then I'll see you guys next week for episode 2, where they wrap up this storyline, and maybe we'll see what the arc is going to be for the entire season. Until then, guys, keep watching. Take care.